So, this is the Hangar Module for Star Citizen. It's the only available download I could find on their website at the moment. We were supposed to have access to the dogfighting module by now, but that hasn't been released yet. I guess they're still trying to work out the bugs in the Hangar Module. As you can see, the camera is kind of shaky. I believe it's a physics-related problem with the full body awareness of this game. The character tries to find his footing, and it makes the camera wiggle around a little bit. As you can see, there's full body awareness. If I look down, I can see my feet. So there's a few things to do in here. It's easier to interact with this thing in first person. So I'll be doing most of this preview in first person, but I want to show you a little bit of third person first. The first thing we can do here in third person specifically is we can change how we look to this thing, this guy over here. I assume there will be a full-fledged character creator when the game is finally released, but for now we can swap between this guy and the other guy. So here's something pretty cool. It's the holotable, and we can turn it on, and we can interact with it by holding down the tab button. I can browse and check out to see the different categories. Now I don't have anything yet because this is just the Hangar module. There's nothing here except ships for now. But theoretically, these will be filled out by the time the game is fully released and people start being able to buy certain things. So the ships, if I bring them up, we can look at the ships. Here we see like a rotating image of the ships. Let me see if I can turn a little bit. So there's no info on the ships right now. This is a pre-alpha build, but presumably all those NAs over there will be filled out with helpful information. And we can turn the holotable off. So we have some fish tanks here reminiscent of Mass Effect, except I don't see any way to feed them. This terminal is not interactable, but it's cool to have in the hangar. And one last thing I want to show you before I go into the ship are these elevators. So we can call the elevator and step into it, and it will automatically take us up to the next level. So we can walk around the next level. Presumably this door to the left over here will be able to be opened, and there'll be something behind it, but at the moment there's nothing you can do with it. If the elevator is already on your level, you don't have to call it. You can just get in it. I'll show you in just a second when I go back down. So I don't have to call it. I just walk up to it and the door opens for me. So this is the ship. The ship type that I have is the Freelancer. I'm considering picking up another one just because I want to see how the different ships are. But we can actually enter this ship, so let's do that. So as you can see, we're now inside the ship. It's a complete ship. It looks like it has all the amenities you'd expect a ship to have. It's got your little toilet / shower. I don't know if it's hard to see, but in certain places where they're trying to conserve on space, they literally just put the shower head at the top and just have it hover over the toilet seat, and you just take a shower while standing over the toilet seat. And that's how this works over here. Although I don't think this is interactable. These, I don't think they do anything. I think they're just for show. I don't know if they'll do anything in the final game. The same thing with these. There's room for 4 beds here, so I assume 4 people can travel on this ship. But I don't know if anything except the 2 pilots can do anything. So we can sit in the cockpit, and this is the pilot's chair, and we can look around. And this game supports the Oculus Rift, by the way, so you can play a game where you're just tilting your head to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. We can turn the ship, and we can even bank the ship. I don't know how useful banking is in space. There's no air, but you can do it. We can get up, and the co-pilot's chair is also pretty functional. I ended up just sitting in the pilot's chair again. Let's try that again. So now I'm in the co-pilot's chair. It functions the same way, but you can sit in it, and it does all the things the pilot's chair does. I don't know if I don't know what the functions of these are going to be. I think maybe one of these seats flies the ship and one of these mans the turrets. I don't know. I don't know if you'll be able to do both as a single-player character. But you know, there's 2 interactable objects here, and potentially more of the ship will become interactable as the game gets closer to release. So over here, we have a door and a cargo area. And we can lower the cargo bay, and we'd presumably load our cargo into the ship this way. We can close it. As you can see, there's no loading screen. The ship is as big as you'd expect a ship to be in order to be able to fit into it. There's some kind of what looks to be a turret seat up there. I don't know if I can get into it. I don't think I can. But you know, this is pretty much just a test. The requirements for this test are actually pretty significant. It requires a GTX 460 or a Radeon 5850, and this is like for a pre-alpha build of something that's just a hangar. There's just one room and one ship, and barely any interactables, and it has pretty high requirements. And the graphics I have right now are on the highest settings. I don't know what frame rate I'm getting at the moment because I haven't tested that, but I have a GTX 680, and it looks like if I run around in third person, aside from the camera jittering, it looks like I'm getting 60 frames per second, but I don't know. I don't know if I actually am, and I'm sure it will not be visible on the video that you're watching this on, but it looks 60 frames a second to me. Anyway, that's all for the video here. I will potentially check out another ship. They cost money, so it's not something I can just do. But I am thinking about one of the other ships. Some of them look pretty nice. I have no idea when the full game is scheduled to be released. I don't even know when the dogfighting module is scheduled to be released. We were supposed to already have the dogfighting module, but we don't. But anyway, this is a pretty cool tech demo for Star Citizen. This room and everything you can do in it will be in the full release. Potentially extra stuff. I'm sure people will want to feed the fish. That is basically it for this video. Thank you for watching.